In this alkaline storage battery, we are going to cover the points: introduction, the representation of battery, construction of battery, working of battery, EMF, and use of battery. Let's see first what is storage battery. It is a device which produces electricity from stored chemical energy, and electricity is stored when electricity provided to this device due to reversible reaction. According to this definition, involve the production of electricity and storage of electricity. These two processes are possible in this battery because of the reversible reaction. Also, this definition contains two words: the chemical energy and electrical energy. The chemical energy and electrical energy is involved, or interconversion of chemical energy and electrical energy is involved in this battery. If electrical energy is converted into chemical energy, that process is called as a charging process, and by which electricity is stored. The chemical energy is converted into electrical energy is known as discharging process. By discharging process, electricity is generated. In another word, the storage battery is defined as the device in which interconversion of electrical energy and chemical energy is possible, is also called as a storage battery. In another word, the storage battery is defined as the device in which the process of charging and discharging takes place is called as a storage battery. Let's see type of storage battery. There are two types of storage batteries. First one is the alkaline storage battery. The examples of these alkaline storage batteries are nickel cadmium battery, also called as a NiCad battery. Second example of alkaline storage battery is nickel iron battery, also called it as a Edison battery. The second type of the storage battery is acid storage battery. The example of this acid storage battery is lead acid storage battery. This lead acid storage battery has vast application in automobile industries. These are the two types of storage batteries. Why this battery is called as a alkaline storage battery? It is due to two reasons. First reason is that in this alkaline storage battery, the alkaline solution is used as an electrolyte. Because of that, we called this storage battery as a alkaline storage battery. The second reason is the EMF of this battery is depend on the activity of water and hence on the concentration of OH minus ions. Because of this also, this storage battery is called as a alkaline storage battery. This alkaline storage battery was discovered and patented by the Thomas Edison in 1901. The Thomas Edison also commercialized nickel iron battery in United States. Representation of the battery. This is the representation of battery. For detailed conventions of representation of the cell or battery, you refer my module first. We know that anode, which is the electrode, we can write it on a left hand side of the representation, on which oxidation takes place. In this battery, iron plates are act as a anode. The second electrode that present in this battery is called as a cathode. According to representation, we write the cathode on the right hand side, on which reduction takes place. In this battery, nickel 6 oxide Ni2O3 act as a cathode. The third most important part of the battery is the electrolyte. 20 to 25% KOH is used in this battery, which is act as a electrolyte. The fourth important point of this cell representation is the nickel, which is used on the right hand side of this battery representation. It is act as a inert metal. That means this is not an active metal, or this is not taking part in any reactions of the battery. Construction of battery. This is the representation of this alkaline storage battery. If you analyze the representation of this alkaline storage battery, we get three important part: iron plates, which is anode, nickel with nickel oxide plates that are cathode, and 20 to 25% KOH as a electrolyte. Let's see the construction of battery. In construction of battery, we use the iron plates and nickel mixed with nickel oxide plates, also 20 to 25% KOH. Let's see the construction of this battery. On the positive tap, the cathodic plates, that is nickel mixed with nickel oxide plates, are mounted. These nickel mixed with nickel oxide act as a cathode in this battery. These are also called as a positive electrodes. On the opposite side of positive tap, negative tap is present. On the negative tap, the iron plates are mounted. The iron plates in this battery act as an anode. It is also called as a negative electrode. These iron plate and nickel mixed with nickel oxide plates, that means anode and cathode, are separated by a means that is called as a separator, by means of separator. Then this assembly is placed in a steel case. The bottom of the steel case is plated with nickel. Then the positive tap is connected on the upper side of the battery with steel cover. The negative tap is connected to the bottom side of this battery with the nickel plated steel case. The remaining portion of the steel case is filled with 20 to 25% KOH. Here 20 to 25% KOH act as a electrolyte. The steel cover act as a positive terminal and the nickel plated steel case act as a negative terminal in this battery. So this is the construction of battery. Working of battery. As you know that in a battery, charging and discharging process takes place. So let's see the working of this alkaline storage battery during discharging process. We know that on the left hand electrode or negative electrode or anode, the oxidation reaction takes place as it is anode, and in the alkaline storage battery, iron plates are used as a anode. So the first reaction is the oxidation of these iron plates. Iron solid oxidized to iron 2 plus ion plus 2 electrons. Here 2 electrons are generated and iron 2 plus ions are formed. These iron 2 plus ions are formed during this reaction are goes into the electrolytic solution. The iron 2 plus ions is a result of oxidation reaction of iron plates combined with 2 OH minus from the electrolyte. It gives iron oxide solid plus water molecule. The net reaction of these two reactions is the iron 2 plus get cancelled with this iron 2 plus. The remaining portion on the left hand side is equal to remaining portion of the right hand side is nothing but the net reaction of this electron. Let's see. The iron solid plus 2 OH minus aqueous, it gives iron oxide solid plus water liquid plus 2 electrons. In this reaction, 2 electrons are generated. because of this reaction is called as a oxidation reaction. This is the first reaction. So first reaction is the oxidation reaction that taking place on the anode. As a result of the first reaction, the EMF is generated on this negative electrode or negative tap or anode or left hand electrode. The EMF equation is represented as E minus is equal to E0 plus RT upon 2F ln of activity square of OH minus upon activity of water. The EMF generated on the negative tap or anode is 0.8 volt. In this EMF equation, E0 is the standard electrode potential, R is the gas constant, T is the temperature, 2 is the electron generated in the equation first or reaction first, F is the Faraday's constant, and this portion is the reaction quotient of this first reaction. This first reaction, that is oxidation reaction, taking place on the anode or at the negative electrode or on the left hand electrode during discharging process. During discharging of battery, let's see the working of this battery, what reaction taking place on the cathode, on the right hand electrode or positive electrode. As per the representation of the battery, nickel mixed with nickel oxide plates are used as a cathode. So first reaction is Ni2O3 nickel oxide combined with 3 molecules of water, it forms twice Ni3 plus ions and 6 OH minus ions. The twice Ni3 plus ions and 6 OH minus ions goes into the electrolyte. These twice Ni3 plus ions gain 2 electrons and twice Ni2 plus is formed. The second reaction is the reduction reaction. The third reaction is the twice Ni2 plus ions formed after second reaction that combine with 4 OH minus ions from the electrolyte, and it forms twice 2 molecule of NiO solid plus twice molecule of H2O. The net reaction taking place on the cathode is Ni2O3 solid plus H2O liquid plus 2 electron. It gives twice NiO solid plus twice OH minus aqueous. The net reaction that taking place on cathode is the simple reduction reaction. If you observe the reaction second, which is the net reaction, the 2 electrons are gained. Because of that, we called the second reaction as a reduction reaction. As a result of the reduction taking place on the cathode, reaction second, EMF is generated. This EMF is represented by the equation minus E plus is equal to minus E0 plus RT 2F ln of activity square of OH minus upon activity of H2O. The EMF generated on the cathode or on the positive electrode is 0.55 volt. Here in equation, EMF equation, R is the gas constant, T is the temperature, 2 is the electron that gain in this equation 2, F is the Faraday's constant, and this is the reaction quotient of this equation second, reaction second. Let's see the complete reaction taking place during the discharging process of the alkaline storage battery. The complete reaction during the discharging process is the reaction first is the oxidation reaction, the reaction second is the reduction reaction that taking place on the anode and cathode respectively. The net reaction of these two reactions is iron solid plus twice iron solid plus Ni2O3 solid, it gives iron oxide solid plus twice NiO solid. This is the third reaction. This third reaction is observed within the battery, but by naked eyes we observe on anode a layer of iron oxide and on cathode a layer of nickel oxide. So after completion of this reaction or after complete discharging process, we observed a iron oxide layer on the iron plate and nickel oxide layer on the nickel mixed with nickel oxide plate. Let's see the working of battery during the charging reaction that taking place during the charging process is exactly opposite reaction that taking place during the discharging process. That means the reaction taking place on the anode is the opposite reaction of this first reaction, and the reaction taking place on the cathode is the opposite reaction of this reaction second. That means that reaction taking place on the cathode during discharge. So the opposite reaction of this discharging process is the reaction of the charging process. So the complete reaction during charging is iron oxide solid plus twice NiO solid. It gives iron solid plus Ni2O3 solid. This is fourth reaction. If you observe the reaction 4, it found exactly opposite reaction of the complete reaction of discharging process. That means equation 3. The equation 4 is the exactly opposite reaction of complete reaction of discharging process of the battery. So equation 4 is the reaction that taking place within the alkaline storage battery during charging process, but by naked eyes we observed on anode the layer of iron oxide is vanished and on cathode the layer of nickel oxide is vanished. That means this iron oxide and nickel oxide is consumed during the charging process, and the iron plates and nickel oxide plates are restored. For writing the complete reaction of the battery, we use the two reactions. The reaction third. The reaction third is the complete reaction of the discharging. The reaction fourth is the complete reaction of charging process. So for writing the complete reaction of this battery, the complete reaction of battery is iron solid plus Ni2O3. It gives iron oxide solid plus twice NiO solid. If iron solid plus Ni2O3 is converted into iron oxide solid plus twice NiO solid, this reaction is the discharging or reaction of discharging process, and exactly reversible reaction is the reaction of charging process. So complete reaction of battery is reaction. Fifth is the complete reaction of the battery. EMF and use of battery. The EMF, the total EMF generated by the alkaline storage battery is 1.35 volt. The alkaline storage battery has vast applications. That means the alkaline storage battery are used in electronic flashlight units. They are also used in other battery powered small tools. Also, alkaline storage batteries are used in various automobile sectors. this is the nickel iron battery manufactured between 1972 and 1975 under the Exide brand. So this is about the alkaline storage batteries. In this module we covered the point what is storage batteries. The second point is types of storage batteries. Third point, why this alkaline storage battery called as a alkaline storage battery. Next point is about the representation of battery, then construction of battery, working of battery, and last point is the EMF and use of this battery. Thank you. I hope all your doubt about storage battery, their types, and one of its example alkaline storage batteries are clear. If you have any doubts, you can ask freely in the comment box. Please give your valuable suggestion below in comment box. If you like this video, then subscribe my YouTube channel Wonders of Physical Chemistry. Please like and share this video as well as this channel Wonders of Physical Chemistry. Thank you very much.